everybody, if you're new to my channel, I'm Lori and welcome to the Chatty Book Room. I was going to show you a couple of the books that I read. I'll give you an update on that, and then, but Robyn first wants to show you her book of the month picks that she got this month. She finally got her books. So I'm going to let her come on, show you guys the books, and then I will talk about the, I think I finished 3 books. 2 of them I don't have physical copies of. One of them I can't talk about because I'm on a book tour for it and I can't talk about it until after the book tour. But I will tell you what I gave it. But I'm not going to tell you the name of it or anything like that. But then I finished a graphic novel that I got from Net Gala. And then the book that I just finished. And then I will also show you what I'm currently in the middle of. But first, Robyn.
Yes. Yeah, I'm here to show off the books that I picked out for this month. The first one is The Firstborn. The Firstborn. This is another beautiful cover.
Talk up a little bit more, Robyn. They can hear you.
Oh, there's.
Because you're a mumble like girl.
Oh, you're curious about what it's be about. Here's what the book is. Here's what it says for the book. Okay, the next one is Riley Sager. This was a book. This was the book that was chosen for the add-on. That was one of the add-on choices. So there's that. And then the last one's called Sweet Rose. Yeah. And I guess my bookmark is the same as Mom's, but I'll show you it. Oh yeah, this is a bookmark for this month. Here's the back. So yeah. Okay, that's all I have to share. So I'm gonna give you guys back to Mom. So.
Okay, everybody, I am back. Come on, baby, you want up? You want up? You want up? Sorry, Anya wants up on my lap. Let me move this a little bit closer now. I just moved it out of the way. Let's see. So I read, unfortunately, the book I got that I can't tell you about because it's a book tour. I didn't like. Unfortunately, I gave it a 2 on Goodreads, and it's going to be a 2.5 in my personal ratings, and that's being generous, really. I'll just say I couldn't like get into any of the characters and stuff like that, but we'll go into more of that when I do my mid-month wrap-up. Actually, if I do the tour, I'm trying to remember when my tour is for that. It might be the end of the month that I'll have to show you what it was. But we'll see. And then I read, sorry, Anya's distracting me. I'm trying to find, I want to go and find it really quick before I can show it to you. But I read a graphic novel called Blackwater that comes out on the 19th, I believe. 18th, 19th, whatever a week from Tuesday is. But I got an advance, like I said, from Net Gala. I really liked that one. I gave it 4 stars. There's like werewolves and stuff in the book. And I'm not sure if it's going to be like a relationship between these two. I'm not really sure about the whole thing. But this is the one I'm talking about. I'll read to you what it says it's about. But I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was a good start. Of course, there's this one bully, of course. So, but I'll read to you what it says. It says, Riverdale meets Stranger Things in this debut queer YA graphic novel developed from a hit webcomic. Set in the haunted town of Blackwater, Maine, two boys fall for each other, okay, it does say, as they dig for clues to a paramoral mystery. So, Tony is the popular one. And, Eli is quiet. He has what is called a chronic immune disorder, autoimmune disorder, something like that. That has ravaged his health and social life. Says that they become unlikely friends and a whole lot more. In the spooky town of Blackwater, Maine, werewolves, curses, unsavory interactions with the quarterback of the football team, a ghostly fisherman haunting the harbor, and tons of other high school drama. I like I go by like what I feel about the book, of course, but I also go by the pictures, and it was really short, so and then it took a little bit for the plot to start happening. So, but I love the art, so I give it 4 stars. And then I just finished. Last month I read Him by Serena Bowen and Ellie Kennedy. And this month I read Us. This one was so good. I will say that it deals... This one, it deals more with, racism, homophilia, I can never say that word right. Yeah, and there's sickness in here. One of the guys gets super sick. So if stuff like that bothers you, then yeah. But I loved it. I really love, why did I go mine on? I went blank on his name. I really love Jamie. I will say in this book, he kind of upset me a little, but I could understand why he was acting the way he was, if that makes sense. But this one, I liked Wes. The first one, don't get me wrong, I really loved Wes. But I liked him a lot more in this one. He almost took overthrew my love for Jamie. And he almost became even though I really love them both, he was the one that almost I was almost oh my gosh, I like him actually more than Jamie. I mean, yeah, than Jamie. But then Jamie does something and I'm like, ah, no, I still love Jamie just a little smidge more. But we meet this guy that I really like. I can't remember if he was in the first book. He might have been, but he was maybe mentioned in the first book, but not really talked about. But what's his name? Blake. And we're gonna get a story with Blake. So I'm super excited because I really loved him in this book. And I love Wes's team. He's got some pretty awesome teammates. This book it didn't make me cry, but it almost made me cry. Yeah, I just love these two. I think they both have really good sexual chemistry, and I think they match each other really well. I love this. I gave it 6 stars. I started the month with a real bad rating, then good, good, which is a 4, and then 6. So yay, because I was beginning to think it was not going to be a good month. But I've only read 3 books so far, but it's better than none, right? But I'm also in the middle of 50 million books. No, not really 50 million, but I am in the middle of a few. I'm reading Triple Duty Bodyguard by Lily Gold. It's a military reverse harem romance. And I'm so bad at remembering names. So we have Blair, and she's famous, and she has a stalker. So the three bodyguards who are prior military are all quiet. Sorry, they are all her bodyguards, and it's really cool because we get all three of their point of views as well, and we get even the point of view of the stalker, which makes it creepier. But yeah, I'm on page 234 in this one. I'm loving it. Like I said, right now it feels like it's going to be between a 5 and a 6 star. There's the three guys' names are Glenn. Yeah, Glenn. Mac, I think. Is it Mac, the one that I like? I'm so bad at remembering names. You guys know this. Yeah, Matt. That's my favorite right now, Matt. But Glenn is the second. And then there's the other guy. I'm always blanking on his name. I like him, but he's just not as he's not what's that word? Like, I don't know enough about him compared to the other ones. Like, we get more of Glenn and Matt's point of view than we do Kenton. I think it's Kenta or Kenton. It's Kenta. But I'm hoping we get more from him, because I do like him. Like, all three of them I really like with her. They all, like, bring something different to, in the mix. Like, they're different than each other. Especially Matt. I will say there's a lot of trigger warnings in here. One is for PTSD. Yeah. But, there's a stalker. So, yeah, there's a lot of different, like, things that you guys should, if you want to know, content warnings or trigger warnings, you should look up. But, yeah. But PTSD is definitely one of them. Let's put this over here. Then I'm also reading The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. This one, I'm on page 186. So we got this girl, this lady whose dad dies. And she goes home and, let me start differently. Okay, so she's a ghostwriter, and she's supposed to be finishing this book for this author, and she broke up with her, ever since she broke up with her ex, she doesn't believe in love anymore, so she can't, like, end the book. She can't figure out how to end the book. And she goes to try to get a deadline, and there's this new guy that she has to go to try to get the deadline, and he says no. And then she gets a call that her dad died. Sorry. She gets a call that her dad died, so she goes home, and then she hears a ringing at the door when she goes home, while she's at home, and he's dead. The editor guy, or whatever you want to call him. And they're gonna fall in love. I guess. So yeah, I'm really liking it. I know I probably totally sucked at what it's about. And then of course, I just picked up Dune, so I'm not very far. I'm past that. I read the first chapter before, but I went back to reread it, and I'm gonna annotate it because I know I'm gonna need to annotate this book. So yeah, I'm gonna go back, so I'm only on a couple of pages in. But yeah, I don't think I will finish this month. I really don't. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. It's so loud. Always like this here now. I started my reread of Clown in a Cornfield. I'm on page 44. I was gonna tab it, but I haven't tabbed it yet. But yeah. And I also barely started, but I did start Anna Karenina. But I'm literally just on page, oh, I forgot that, wait, no. I put something there, I think. I'm literally on page 16, so I don't really have nothing to report on that one or two. But yeah, that is it. Let me know what you guys think about the picks that Robyn did. Let me know if you read any of the books that I've read. What did you think about them? Robyn, you're putting that in the video. Sorry, you guys. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about them if you read them. And I hope you guys all have a great weekend. If you guys like this video, you guys already know the drill. Give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing and hit that bell icon so you'll know whenever videos like this is up for your viewing pleasure. Remember, if you don't like a book, DNF, 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 DNF. And you can always go back and try to read it or just get rid of it and move on to something else. And until next time, happy reading. Thanks for being awesome. And I will be back later with another video. Bye.